And after days of deadly violence and protests across the streets of Kathmandu that gave Nepal a new prime minister, the Himalayan nation is today mourning the death of Gen Z protesters who died during the agitation. The interim government, headed by former Chief Justice Sushila Karki, had declared September 17th as a day of mourning in memory of all those killed during the country-wide protests. The government has also announced to provide 1.5 million Nepali rupees as compensation to the families of those killed during the protests. They're calling them martyrs. Heartbreaking images coming from Kathmandu show crying relatives holding funerals for loved ones. At the Pashupatinath temple, a sacred Hindu site, relatives were seen desperately trying to console distraught mothers who cried uncontrollably as their children's bodies were brought out of the mortuary and taken for their last rites. Hundreds of friends, family members and even strangers attended the procession as the bodies were driven through Kathmandu roads. Thousands of relatives and onlookers watched as smoke and ash wreathed the pyres of 4 bodies cremated near the temple. A national flag was placed on each coffin, which was escorted by a police guard of honor. At least 72 people died in relation to the unrest of the Gen Z protests by young people frustrated at a lack of opportunities and perceived government corruption, with more than 2,100 who were injured. Now, these protests and unrest saw the protesters burning down the parliament in Nepal and targeting the houses of former ministers and even the prime minister. At that time is when the deaths took place.